Hey ninjas, this is Nick with Gung Ho America, and this is Ninjala Community Tips Volume 1. First up is father-son duo 2Kai Gaming with their tips for using the Drill Beast.
When you're attacking, sometimes you'll go into an animation called a chase. I didn't move myself towards Kai, the attack initiated the animation so that I can jump towards him and attack. If you can catch it just in time before making contact with the opponent, then you can switch your attack.
But the only time that doesn't work if the opponent sees you and he jumps out of the way.
Yup, they can definitely dodge that. But if they're still close enough, you'll still end up in a chase moment. Kinda like this.
Eeowna checks in to remind us about the importance of smashing drones.
So as before, we briefly mentioned S energy. These are the bars that you can see in the bottom left of the screen. These can be increased to a maximum of 10. This mechanic on the game is useful because if you attack drones, you can increase the amount of S energy. These drones that you can see on the screen at the moment increase your S energy by 1, but there's also drones that increase your S energy by multiple. If you are playing in the team battle mode, you will find that people within an area to the drone will also be affected by this increase in S energy.
Fravi's tips will help you clear your Ninjala Pass tiers más rápido.
Que queréis subirlo más rápido, pues como veis arriba, ahí a la derecha pone una X, ¿no? Pone temporada 1, pone el nivel al que va a subir y demás, y pone ahí como que le deja la X. Le damos a la X y aquí ¿qué es lo que ocurre? Aquí nos sale las misiones que podemos completar en este momento. Estas misiones van variando, siempre tenemos 3 activas y en el momento que completas una, te vuelve a salir otra. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que pasa con esto? Pues chicos, si os ponéis a completar misiones que vayan saliendo constantemente, vais a estar subiendo, pero muy rápido los niveles del pase. Y cuando estoy diciendo muy rápido, es muy rápido. Pensar que, por ejemplo, esto da 330 puntos, está 55. Vais a subirla muy rápido. Hay algunas que son muy sencillas, algunas misiones, hay algunas que son un poquito, no diría más difíciles, sino que a lo mejor un poquito más rebuscadas. Pero en general, como digo, podéis ir haciendo estas misiones. Por lo que sea, veis alguna muy rara o alguna que digáis, buah, esta no la voy a poder completar, por lo que sea, pues siempre tenéis una vez al día esa posibilidad de sustituir y que os dé otra misión totalmente diferente. Así que imaginaros, ya seguramente a muchos estará ahora mismo explotando la cabeza. ¡Wow! Todo eso sube súper rápido.
Wondering about how to use your Shinobi cards? LinkSnipes breaks it down.
How to use Shinobi cards. And this right here, assist code, is, I guess, the most important thing for this video. Because each of these, think of them as ability chunks, right? So right now, currently, for this particular match, I received one ability of this, as you can see at the top, the +1, +7, +1. Sorry, +1, +1, +1. That's exactly what it is that I received from this particular match, and the big number is the total of it that you have for that particular ability. Now, this is important because after every match, you earn assist codes, and they're completely randomized. So you can't like actually farm for a specific thing. You just have to be lucky enough to be able to get that particular ability. So again, each one of these little pictures right here is an ability chunk. That's the logo for each one of these abilities. When you finish a battle, if you see the little teeth with a shield, that means you got one for this, or however many they gave you. A teeth with the little cross. If you see that, that's how many they gave you there. Now for this, I have 4 ability chunks of this, and I only need 1 ability. Since I have 4, it is gold right now, and I only need 30 copper in order to be able to enhance this, which we're going to go ahead and do that by clicking this button down here. So let's go ahead and enhance it real quick. And again, like I said, enhancing it kind of tells you what it is that you need, how much you currently have, what you currently need right here, and how much you're going to have after doing this, I guess, quote-unquote transaction or whatever you want to call it. So once you do that, you level it up. Awesome, easy, no big deal. And of course, you get another chance, or at least I get another chance because I happen to have additional ability chunks, and we'll go ahead and do that again one more time. No problem. And there, now that we've leveled it up multiple times, we unfortunately don't have enough to level it up to level 5 because we're missing 3 more abilities, and that's that.
Next is Peekabros with a movement technique that will maximize your recovery.
You can also recover S energy a little bit faster Not as huge of an improvement as the health regen, but still a pretty significant improvement over the course of a match. Well, here you can see that by morphing, you can actually recover S energy faster, about 1 second faster than you normally would. But at the end of the day, that's still an improvement and still something you should be mindful of when you're trying to recover S energy and you're low on it.
Here's Peekabros again with the vertical dash
The very
technique.
first part we're going to go over is just the vertical dash upwards. Now to do this, if you're wanting to just go straight up, you should really just point your camera up using motion controls or your sticks. Take your thumb actually off the left control stick and just do a normal gum dash upwards. If you have ever tried in the past to gum dash upwards, you may have noticed that the stick, moving it back and forth, can kind of make you a little wobbly like you saw there. And you can control it, but it is a lot easier if you're trying to really just go straight up to take your thumb off the stick and literally just point your camera upwards. It's actually a lot easier than you might think, but it really helps you get up to those really high places in maps like Eagle City that you can't normally reach if you're just kind of doing a pointed gum dash or you're trying to jump up there. So that's what I call the vertical dash. The most important usage case of this technique, I think, is really to just safely use your ninjutsu abilities. For example, here you saw that I was able to really get myself up high in the air so that I'm safe from any enemies who could possibly be attacking me.
NinoTheChosen has a tip that'll help you up your break attack game. Gum Guard Stunning.
We are going to be talking about Gum Guard Stunning. If your opponent has their Gum Guard out and you gum shoot them into break attack, you will be able to finish them off while they are sticked, also known as Gum Bind. So the Gum Launcher, which is a gum shot that can overthrow Gum Guard Stun, is available to break attack. You can also stun the opponent's Gum Guard, then break attack them from 6 feet, but it heavily revolves around how long they are in Gum Guard Stun and which weapon you are using, since every break attack is different. Now, the next gum shot we have is Gum Kunais, which is definitely very suited for Gum Guard Stunning. Because as you guys can see, this is a multi-hit move, which is 3 hits on 1 or 4 units of S energy. So at this state, you will shoot 3 kunais at your opponent's Gum Guard, which will give your opponent's multi-hit guard stun. Next, we'll be talking about Gum Balloon, which is a gum shot that shoots 2 gum shots at your opponent. This also means that, just like the Gum Kunais, this gives your opponent multiple Gum Guard stun. Gum Guard Stunning is a great way to pressure your opponent. There's so much more to Gum Guard Stunning. You can call it both Gum Guard Stunning or Gum Guard Pressure.
With more info on break attacks, here's Zaren.
Me pegan y sale ahí, ZL, 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 pulso ZL. Yo no lo he pulsado, ¿vale? En este caso. Pero es eso, ZL, 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 ZL. No hace falta pulsar ZL ahí. El juego lo que te quiere decir ahí es que utilices ZL porque es como que, oye, tienes energía, puedes protegerte si quieres. Pero no dice, protégete ya, hace falta que te protejas ya. No, el juego no sabe si tienes que protegerte o no. ¿Ves? ZL. Ahí lo he utilizado y porque he visto que me iba a atacar otra vez. Venía ya el ataque, lo estaba viendo ya de venir. Aquí no me he protegido porque digo, después de este ataque me manda muy lejos y no me puede volver a atacar. ¿Veis? Es como intentar predecir o saber qué es lo que va a ocurrir cuando termine tu ataque. Este tío, le he pegado 2 golpes, se ha protegido, lo he visto de venir que se va a proteger y le he dado un pinchazo.
Listen up, yo-yo mains. Logic Motion is here to talk synergy and chicanery.
Warp to the position of a thrown yo-yo and attack. So when you use your special ability, you throw your yo-yo, and it stays in the position until you call it back by pressing ZR or press Y again to activate warp. As a yo-yo user, you should be warping anytime you can on an enemy. This special goes hand in hand with the Ninja Yo-Yo's abilities. Those 2 abilities being Star Tail, warp attacks replenish your gum shot cooldown time, and Inside Loop, KO a foe with a warp attack to recover life. Notice how this only works with the big version of the yo-yo though, the big weapon version. These 2 abilities synergize so well as a yo-yo user, while also making your life easier. Inside Loop pairs so well with Life Drain and can restore a huge chunk of your HP in time of need or worry. Startail comes in handy because having your gum shot is always a good thing, and you can sometimes be the deciding factor between living and E-Pawn.
Rounding things out, Logic Motion reminds
Now
Scrollblade
that we're
users to
acquainted
get
with
in
our normal moves, let's talk about our special, Charging Slash. Charge at your opponent with a quick attack. As I said before, you should get used to always using your special move, Charging Slash, in a combo, so we can utilize our special ability. Chakra. Defeating a foe fully resets special cooldown. Pretty much, if you use Charging Slash to defeat an opponent, you'll instantly get it back. Charging Slash has multiple uses, not just attacking, but getting away from fights as well. It can serve as a useful tool. You should also remember that Charging Slash has armor, so don't be afraid to just get in there.
Thanks for watching, ninjas. We'll see you again for another installment of Ninjala Community Tips. Got a tip you'd like to share? Tag us on our official social channels with a link to your video and use the hashtag Ninjala Community Tips.